It is 1 minute before 8 o'clock. Trying to find my pin cushion. Ah, that was not it. Oh well, I've got my pins on my magnet up here, but I was trying to find my pin cushion. I'll give this a couple of minutes because it normally takes StreamYard a little while longer to get the notices out for everyone. I'm hoping that hey Gypsy, I'm hoping that my poor iPad doesn't fall over. My phone is uploading a very long video of where I went. What's up with my hair? With where I went trapping with David this. What's up with my hair? Where I went, Dad, burn it, Elvis. What's up with my hair? Where I went trapping with David this morning. I looked at the weather forecast and the barometric pressure that was coming through, and I knew that if I didn't go with him this morning, I would not go with him all week. And this is our anniversary week, if anybody cares. This is our anniversary week. And so I wanted to spend some time with him and go with him and give y'all, hi Ashley, and give y'all just a different glimpse, because normally you just see him talk after he sets the traps. You don't see what he's doing, where he's driving. And he had to go to a very small, docile place because Gimpy here can't walk. Great on flat land. You put me on land I don't know, and I wanted to share my TEMU sweatshirt. I did open the other bag that I told you I wouldn't, but it had David's waders in it and a flannel cardigan I'd ordered, and then this that said, nice, naughty, innocent until proven guilty. And since I'm a retired parole officer, I really like that. I should have got it navy blue. It is so big. I got my knees in it now. It's so big I could live in it like a little house. But I wanted it big so that it could cover my leggings. Literally, I could live in this thing. But it's very comfy, and I wanted it big so it would cover my leggings, so I could wear my Christmas leggings, which I do have on Christmas leggings. They're red and kind of an orangey white, and then a red snowflake pattern. So they kind of go with everything. But I've still got more TEMU because it's Christmas. Okay, it's Christmas, and I've got some stuff that I can't show because it's going to family. But I've got most stuff I can show. Most stuff, like me and Mom, we don't really keep secrets from each other. She literally let me pick my gift out the other day. So that's just how me and Mom roll. Let me see. Let me make sure this is all the way okay. So I've got one ginormous bag on the floor and two smaller bags. And this one actually has boxes in it, which always kind of wigs me out. Because I'm like, what did I buy that needed a box? Now I'm also waiting on Fishland or Farmland winning. Which one did I win? God, I don't know. I've slept since then. I did not sleep at all last night. I did that whole video on about an hour and a half of sleep. My legs hurt me horribly last night. And then my physical therapy dude showed up today. Just as soon as I thought, oh, I'm home. I've got his dinner cooked. I've got him ready for work and I can take a nap. No, my physical therapy man showed up. And I was like, hey, Priscilla, I just woke up from the best nap. But once my physical therapy guy left, I was like, where's the pillow? Where's my bed? Because I was fixing to like KO. And I did. And I slept hard until Oscar woke me up. Okay, so I'm getting ready for my crafting through the winter, as you all know. And I'm trying to find like my favorite store that does these little frames. And I think the other one that I showed you in my last haul is going to be my favorite one, because I sounded like Hot Mess Mama right there that does the TEMU Hauls. Because she says some things, and I love it. It's not making fun of her. I love the way she says it. It makes her her. I love those things about people. But I like them because they give the hanging stuff with it, so you can just take it out and put it on the back, and you don't have to buy it separate. It irks me. Do I have earrings in? Yeah, but I've got two holes here. I got another thing of USB lights, and normally it's because after I make an order, they're like, pick something, and I'm like, oh, I'll pick USB lights, because I've killed some of my USB lights because I don't always use the remotes. You should always use the remotes when you turn on your USB lights, because if you keep pushing on those little USB things, you're gonna break it and it's not gonna work. I can't complain though, because the ones I've had for like, what the heck? Hang on, I'm confused. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was going to say, I only see one circle, but these are do-it-yourself earrings. If you've ever watched Hey Everybody, and she gets those nails that says do-it-yourself, well, they just sent me do-it-yourself earrings, because I have to put the mods on the hoops myself. I don't think that's funny. It did not say some assembly required. I don't think that's funny. Now let me find my ear hole. That may be the troublesome spot about the whole thing. Because I've worn so many earrings lately. And my ears are like, leave me alone! Let's just put them through the same hole with my other ones. Actually, let's just take the other ones off. I have moon and sun on. Just take those off. I love these things. I've seen so many people wear them, and I've been like, I want big bugs in my ears. Don't ask me why. But they were like 87 cents or 67 cents. Something around there. They were less than $1. Latch in the hole. Can you tell that my body is having a hard time with the weather coming through? I can't even put an earring in. Lord help me. Look, I got a bug in my ear. I really think these are so cute, though. Do you hear that wind? Like, I was going to build a fire tonight because it's supposed to be like 35. But the wind started blowing so bad, and I thought, I'm not fighting that, because it will blow down the chimney, and it's just not fun when you have to fight the wind. So, unless the electricity goes off, I ain't making no daggone fire. Look, I love these. They look like you got bugs in your ears. Those big lunar moths. I'm weird. I like weird stuff like this. So, there's a trash pile. I need a trash pile. Where's the trash pile? Oh, where's the business for? I'll just sweep it up. Let's see here. You just put your tree up. I've not even put mine up. It's still in the tack room of the barn, because the barn seems like Egypt right now. I will get there in a few days and get it. I'm not going to do a whole lot, because there's not going to be really anybody here. And we may end up going to Georgia for a few days as well. So I normally make the house warm at Christmas. But this year I think I'm just going to make it just have a little bit of the acid reflux. Oh no, is my sound bad? Everybody tell me if my sound's bad. Yeah, Priscilla's doing good. She's got a new devotional page, and everybody go and give it a like. Yeah, my legs and hips and my shins, of all things, were what hurt me last night. And I thought, shins? Y'all have never got in on the game before. What's up with that, people? I know, I love my moths. I love my moths. We've got a lot to go through. I need to shut up. Okay, try it and see if it's... Yeah, this weather... Now, I am doing better this go-round, but, this weather's not, it doesn't like me. Oh, and I had all the elderberry box bugs out, and then right before this cold snap, I've got about a dozen, I'd say, that come back in. I hate them little things. Is it crackling? Oh my God. Everybody tell me, do I sound horrible, or can you hear me and understand me? I hate. It may be the wind blowing my internet. And I'm telling you, if the neighbor's dog pees on the pole, the internet goes out. Hang on. Let's try something else. Let's try. I look as good. Let's try. I've got way too much stuff on my kitchen table. Does that surprise anybody? No. Let's try this. How many people did I just make dizzy? Now, does that have a little bit better sound quality? Is the sound quality, is it any better now? Okay. It was my iPad. It was just probably sitting on a bad way. Okay. Well, we'll go with a little. We'll try to do this quickly. And how do I get these off the screen when I get them on the screen? Ah. See, I've not used StreamYard in so long that it's just like, what the crap? Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, we'll go with better. Okay, so if you all remember a few months ago, I hauled me a wolf t-shirt because I got the, I can't see the top in my head and it bothers me. I got the fox shirt. Look at my crafting curio. Oh my, it's a mess. I got the fox shirt and loved it. Well, then I found this place that had a wolf women's sweater and it was gorgeous. Well, then I found a place that had the same thing but for men. And after 21 years of marriage, it's not going to kill that man to match me for one day because I'm going to demand it. So I got matchy shirts. And David may throw a fit and a half, but he's going to wear it. I'm going to make him. He's going to wear it and I'm going to make it. He's doing better about wearing the clothes I lay out for him and tell him, because he's one of those men that he will put on the same thing every day. And I'm like, people probably think I like spend all the money on me and never clothe you, and you've got all these clothes you don't wear. And I'm like, would you please? I will say that an update on his feet. You remember we got him the little, like, it was like $278 little thing that you put your feet on it and it kind of does the massage and the shock. My mom has one that she spent like near $40 for, $30 or $40 for on Amazon. It's just kind of like that, but a cheaper version. His feet have hurt him less now since he's used that for about a week or so. And then they have a long time. So he's plantar fasciitis, and I got him the massage rollers too. His feet are doing much better, except for yesterday they were doing so well he tried to break in new muck boots. Not smart. And so today, in today's video that it's currently uploading, that's a doozy. It's a long one. You will see him gimping really bad, and some of it is because his Lyme disease is having a problem right now, and kind of after that COVID bout came back up. And some of it is because the man put on muck boots and thought, oh, I'll just wear them for 4 hours and break them in. And they have a little heel on them. And I said, are you new booting it? Did your little heels hurt your calves? And he got so mad at me. But I had to. It's the weather. Let's just get through this. I got thicker frames from another company that are a little bit more narrow for some of the more narrow canvases that I purchased. A lot of my stuff is craft stuff. I'm not huge on stuff. But with Christmas coming up, I have bought more stuff than normal. And it's because we're all too far away to do homemade Christmas this year. Everybody's pregnant, needs little things. And so we just decided, heck, we're going to do a normal Christmas and be superficial human beings and buy crap. Ow. Okay, I had so many price adjustments one day that I had enough money to get this. And I don't know if anybody knows what this is. I already have one, but I had enough money in price adjustments in a day or a day and a half that I had enough money to get this. And these are not inexpensive. These little boogers cost money. And they're good. Apparently I'm stronger than I think I am. And they're really good if you have wood stoves. Now come out and see me. I bought you. Don't you want to meet me? No? You're going to have to. I ain't going to let you live in the box. You ain't gonna do me no good in there. It's made of cast iron or aluminum and a cast iron, so I know I'm not sending it back. I bought this completely out of price adjustment money. You shed your box then, really? And what it is, and I'll have to kind of, well, I'm telling you what. You need a date night and a lot of finessing to get this sucker out of the box. Lord. Aww. How many times did they think you were going to escape? Are you a wanted fan? Good Lord. I have tied horses to trailers less secure than this. Heck, I've tied cattle to trailers less secure than this. Okay, this is what it is. It's a little wood stove fan. The one I have is a little bit different, but they all work the same. The heat rises up, goes in between these things. It starts turning, and then it blows only the hot air, not the cold air. Like if you were to put a blower or a fan behind your stove, it blows only the hot air, not the cool air. And it will spread the heat, I'm telling you, like nothing else. So now I have one for each side of my little stove. Yes, he will. He will get over it. I'm going to make him. Poor Liz. Hey, Shenanigans, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better. My physical therapist tried to kill me today, but other than that, all is well. We've got a windstorm going through here, so I'm hard to hear tonight. But I got this thing on just price adjustments, and it was like $20, $21, which is much better than eBay. eBay sells them for $29 to $34 on average, and some people pay up to $60 for them. I like this design. It's very close to my other one, and I have a smaller Patriot wood stove, so I don't need a huge wood stove. Merry Christmas, Shenanigans. Thank you for swinging by. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I like the clothes. If you know how to pick the clothes, you know how clothes lays on your body, then you're going to do okay. My mom was a seamstress, so I can look at the fabric and look at the clothes and know if they're going to fit me. That's it. Any day above ground's a good one. My physical therapist, though, really, I thought was trying to put me underground today. I got another set of these firecracker lights. Y'all, I have a light obsession. If you watch the reason why I love TEMU, my why I love TEMU video, I have a light obsession. And as I say this, I'm pulling another set out of the box. And I believe these were actually a prize. I love these things. They cast just enough light in the evening for ambient lighting when you want to watch a movie, but you don't want lights and lamps glaring at you. It's really nice during the holidays. I love these things because you can bend them into any shape. I've got two that just hang straight down and look like little branches hanging off of my bedroom curtain rod, my big iron curtain rod. I've got some on the bathroom wall that looks like a tree spiral limb. It's so pretty. I don't know where I'm going to put these, but I bought them. I'll have to remember why I bought them. I bought them for a reason, but I've slept since then, so that's just how my brain works, y'all. That's just how my brain works. Oh, I love my wood stove. If the government never comes for it, we're going to have problems. You can't ever get warm. Once you're used to a wood stove, you can't ever get warm without it. Okay, this is another one that is so funny because it's a TEMU bag, but they sent priority mail. Mostly because I think that they have been having to pay me so many late order fees. And actually, they owe me a late order fee right now, too. So, TEMU, if you're watching, get on it. So, see, they've been sending it, they'll put it in TEMU package, and send it priority mail. Now, this is a big one, so I'm hoping that my pillow, the other pillow that I want is in here. Because I was a nice wife and gave David the first one. Oh, dang it, that was a rug. Well, I was hoping it was a pillow on top, but it's a rug. Good Lord. Customs can you be less aggressive with these packages, please? I mean, customs. Really? Seriously? Can you? Rico Suave. Rico Suave. Don't treat these like a heifer in a cattle chute. Treat them like a baby lamb that you're trying to dock its tail. Be gentle and then get the job done and then be nice and scoot it on out, okay? What the crap is this? Honest Pete, I don't know what this is. Probably a winning, but I don't remember. Oh, no, I remember what it is now. It's curtains, because these curtains in my kitchen during the winter, I wanted 2 more pair to help, because these are the curtains that catch the wind in the winter and the wind during storm seasons in the spring, and I wanted 2 more in the middle, so I had shears, I had curtains, and then shears on each side in the middle, instead of shears in the middle and just curtains on the edge. So I got an extra set of buffalo check curtains. My whole house is buffalo check, and what Oscar doesn't know is he has a buffalo check collar for Christmas in his Christmas drawer that I have hidden. I love my buffalo check, and I'm never going to change it. I don't care what style they come up with next. I refuse to change my decor again. Well, I don't do a whole lot of it anyway, because most of my stuff is taxidermy and furs and plants. But I try to, have a pretty house. I try. I'm not ever changing again. Screw these people that come up with this year's top trend. Y'all leave me alone. I'm saying my buffalo check. I love my buffalo check. I am a TEMU freak, but in my defense, I had to do huge craft orders, and I built up a bunch of points, and then I had to get rid of a bunch of points, and I won a bunch of games. And now I watch all the TEMU hauls, and I know what garbage not to buy and what good stuff to buy. And I love it. I've only ever had them not deliver one package, and that was a package I sent to Haley for the twins, and it had a little boy, little girl outfit in it. And FedEx said it was delivered, and she was like, "No, Mom, it's the first one we've not got." She's like, "We've asked the neighbors, we've called the postal service." She's like, "We talked to the mail driver." She's like, "It was not put anywhere else." She's like, "I don't know where it is." And so I went on. I thought, this is going to be a problem. Even though it wasn't a super expensive order, I'd used my price adjustment to send her some more baby clothes, and I thought, I'm not going to let this go. So I thought, this is going to be a fight to the finish line, and I just put in, it was not delivered. They say it was delivered. It was not delivered. It's the first thing that's not ever been delivered. I don't know what the crap happened, but y'all should know it didn't make it to where it was going. In less than 20 minutes, I had the money back in my accounts, and I was like, oh, well, that was not a fight at all. So dead things. Yeah, my house is full of dead things. When Gypsy spends the night, she's surrounded by dead things. She even has a beaver skull lamp in her guest room. Yes, I have. And my husband, he's got a black bear shower curtain that he bought in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, forever and a day ago. And I have to launder it. It's like one of those really nice ones that was really expensive. And it was like we were a young couple on vacation. And then he bought that. And I was like, gulp. And he's like, don't you ever change my shower curtain. So I leave it up. It's a black bear shower. It still looks brand new. And it's by that James Hotman artist. It cost an arm and a leg. I was amazed that my husband wanted it. And then I just changed my inside shower curtain. I give up that fight years ago. How did I get that to come up and go away? I'm telling you, if he has time, I told him, I said, everybody misses you. Okay, this was the Black Friday bundle, most of it, I think, because they had a bunch of stuff for less than $1 that I liked, and they gave me a huge coupon on top of that, and I said, yes, thank you, sir, because there had been a lot of little things that I had wanted, like makeup brushes or fingernail polish, which I'm missing one today because I cut my cuticle earlier and had to take it hurt. I had to take it off, so I'm missing a finger. But I took the opportunity to buy them at really good prices. So this is a ruby red, kind of a Merlot fingernail polish. I do the gel nails when I have time, or the Color Street stickers. But if I'm not actively crafting like a wild woman, then I try to do the gel nails. Oh my gosh. Let's just set this back on the floor and pull stuff out. Good Lord have mercy. Okay, these are leggings because I have a red sweater and I needed leggings. And so I got the leggings, and they were part of the Black Friday deal. And I thought they were cute, so I got them. And I thought, I was going through, like, what outfit am I going to wear at Christmas dinner in my head. And I thought, well, I'm going to wear that long sweater and leggings. So that's where that came from. I did get me some more dish towels, because even though I told David not to touch my nice ones, he touches them. So I got some little Let It Snow dish towels and Hello Winter, which I really want. I've saved me two 12-inch circle rounds, and I'm going to paint top of it black and the bottom of it white. And then on the black part, the white is going to say winter, and on the white part on the bottom in black, it's going to say "It's stupid." And that's going to be my front door sign for this winter. I got these for like $1.60. And if you go to the Dollar Tree, these are actually really nice quality too. If you go to the Dollar Tree, they put these in the $3 section now. And I'm like, Dollar Tree, my butt. I think I might have actually said that out loud at the Dollar Tree the last time I was at the Dollar Tree. Because I was like, this is not the Dollar Tree anymore. This is we need to take out a mortgage loan and refinance crap to shop here. Oh, I got her a bunch of swaddles, so many swaddles. Because I said, you're going to have to swaddle them babies, because you're not going to be able to hold them both all the time, and they're going to have to, feel held. So, oh my gosh. Oh, I had to. Yeah, I bought her so many swaddles. With hats. Gotta have a hat. A great big hat. Okay, they had these on special. These are those little flicker candle light bulbs that have the little LED lights that go down in the bottles. I always get messed up with my camera on this iPad. And y'all know I still have a ton of bottles to go through. I'm going to try to paint some for Christmas. My bicep just lumped up and froze. That's not a good sign. Ow. I'm going to try to paint some for Christmas. If my body allows me. Okay, I'm really excited about this, and you can call me a nerd if you want to, but I love my goat soaps, but I hate leaving them in the little soap dishes in the sink or in the tub. So I got one of these on the Black Friday sale. Okay, so it looks like a little leaf. That's what we're gonna set list like. I could say some other things. Okay, then you put this piece of PVC pipe in here. Up in here. Sorry, my brain is working weird today. And then you put the suction cup on it like that. And then you put your soap in, and it drains down. Okay, well, nothing's going to stick to my kitchen table because it's got so much Mod Podge on it that I'm going to have to sand and restain this sucker. But I thought it was a cool, idea, because I hate cleaning the soap ring in the tub, in the little, so I'm going to put this by the little soap area, and then it will hold it and drain down into the tub. And then before anybody gets into the shower, we always take the shower head and spray the tub down anyway, because we're old people that don't want to fall. We're also old fat people that don't want to fall and have EMSCS in a compromising situation. Let's be real about it, y'all. So I got this, and I thought I'm going to try it, and then if I like it, I'm going to get one for the sink. And then I like to keep a bar of soap at every reservoir, because I never know where they're going to wash his hands. So these may be something that I may repeat by. I will let you know if they're really good and if they actually stick, because nothing's going to stick to my kitchen table, but it should stick to my tub just fine. Oh yeah, the Dollar Tree, they're so full of hot air. They could blow it like a cow and blow up in air. I mean, and now they've got the $1 plus, the $5, the $10 plus. And it's like, stop it. I went in there to buy flowers the other day, and the $1.25 bundles were the saddest looking little pieces of crap I'd ever seen. And I went over to look at the pretty ones, and they were $3 and $5 a bundle. And I said, I feel like I'm getting snookered. And the little guy at the register just kind of grinned at me, and he goes, we all do. And I thought, it's pretty bad when your employees say that, by golly. He was the sweetest little thing, though. I could have took him home. He was a sweetie pie. Once again, I don't know what, oh no, now I know what it is. Black Friday kind of got me. They had a lot of lightning deals, and I kind of went, okay, I have a budget. I've been saving up money. I've been saving up money, and so I went a little out there. Now I have spices and stuff that and drink mixes and stuff in my kitchen. How does this go together? How the heck? Hold on, give me a moment. I have a master's degree, but it's not in engineering. It's not in aerospace dynamics either. Oh, go on there. I know that's where you go. See it. Now listen, you're supposed to work with me here, Bubba, not against me. I'm not going to be your friend if you don't go like it. Don't make me get grumpy. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to be grumpy. Go on, sir. Come on, you can do it. Anyway, it sits, well, you can't see that. It sits and it spins. It sits and it spins. Sit on it and spin. I'm so tired. I'm having one of those days. Zen okay. Hello from Oklahoma. Hey. Howdy do from the Cumberland Plateau in Tennessee. How you doing? That sound like Joy from Friends. How you doing? I can't get my little doohickey-majigger together, and it's bothering me. Anyway, this you have to really push on there, but it has to have the ball bearings in the middle. I do understand that part. This may be one of those I need David's big size 14 fingers put together. But anyway, it sits and it spins, and I'm going to either put my spices in it in the kitchen, or my drink mixes, or I'm going to put it on the side of the tub and put my pretty soaps in it. Yeah. Oh my God, and Gypsy, I used that spiced body scrub you left here the other time you visited, you left it for me. I smelled like Christmas all day long. It was, I'm going to have to save that. That was nice. I was like, ooh, Shazam. I liked it a lot. Okay, what's next? Let's get a lot of this little crap out of the way. I got an Otto. Did you hear me say that? I said that unlike a redneck. I got me an auto detailer brush because when I cleaned my Jeep after my husband's drove it for the last year, I'm going to need this little sucker because let me tell you what, there's dirt and in places I don't know how it got there. So this was super cheap. This was like 50 cents. It is actually really nice. I mean, shucks. I didn't expect that quality, but I'm going to have this for around my steering column and my vents and around my gear shift and all that crap after I get it vacuumed and even washed out because there's going to be stuff left. And then I'm going to keep it in my Jeep. And if he doesn't learn to use it, it's going to end up somewhere else. Use your imaginations. Been married for 21 years. Threats work. Threats work. We got a whole lot of people in here. I'm going to have to set this big stove fan in the floor. I'm going to knock it off and bean my foot. Nope, not a troll. Oh, no, our trolls. We have fun with our trolls. Our trolls come in here, and then what they don't realize is that I'm a retired parole officer that supervises murderers. And I've been like, it's fun. I enjoy the trolls. And I like to leave their comments up, too, because I like to let stupidity shine. But I'm going through my Black Friday TEMU Haul. What in the crap color is this, you know? I don't read Chinese. I think it's my top coat. I think it's my top coat, so I'm going to leave it in the box. That way I can tell. I think it's my top coat. But I do my gel nails when I do... What in the heck? This is like space astronaut food looking crap. What in the world is this? And it says caution. Oh, they always put caution of suffocation. It's a little bag. Who can you fit that in your head, over your head? The more I open stuff from China, the more I realize they think their people there are really, 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 really stupid. Are they? This is another thing of strip lights. What did you expect it to be? But this one's got a timer and a sleep timer and sensors where you can dim them and you can put them on auto detect, so when you get up in the middle of the night, it leads the way. If you have a neuromuscular disorder and you need to see where you're going and your legs don't work always at 2 and 3 a.m., these are great things to have all through your house. I can walk through my house. If somebody was to break in my house would light up and tell me. I'd be able to draw down a target in 5 seconds because the lights would all shine upon them. It'd be like Jesus helping me with a burglar. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, where the crumbs go, or everything else. Like when my husband works at a metal fabrication auto plant, and I have a black on black Jeep, and so everything that's not black shows, but the black powder is like got a silver cast to it, and it gets everywhere and it just shines. And I'm like, clean up after yourself. I made oats last night when I got up, because I got up and thought, shoot, I forgot to make our quick oats, because we eat quick oats in the morning. I've lost 45 pounds also, if you'd like to know. So so he got up this morning and he had been getting ready to go trapping, and I was going to go with him, and I said, did you eat your oats? There's oats in the fridge. He goes, well, I didn't know. You're 45. You can't open the fridge and look and see oats. 20. We're in 2 days is 21 years of marriage. And I love the man beyond all measure. He's the best man I know. But sometimes I look at him and I'm like, you're an eternal toddler, aren't you? Like he can build a barn. And he can do all... Now that ticks me off. Well, I'm going to be getting my money back on this. Because this is broke. This is broke. Now, can I solder that back together? Yeah. What is it? I know I'm on fire. Excuse me while I finish this weld. So I'm going to have to let them know that was broke. I will solder it back on. But listen, if I buy it in perfect condition, I expect it to get it to me in perfect condition. So by golly, it need not have a loose bar. But this is a magnetic spice rack that goes to your fridge. I'm the fridge. I'm Refrigerator Perry. That was an old joke. Whoa. See, I'm tired, y'all. Y'all know what I'm tired. I'm slap happy and I don't know what. My mother literally bought about 70 of these to put all on one side of her fridge to clear out her spice cabinet because she's got a little old farmhouse kitchen. And I saw these and I went, well, how goddamn neat. No, I don't need 70. But wouldn't it be nice to have one to put the things that I don't like just kind of hanging out that I need out, to use frequently? And I thought, one would do it. That holds enough of my spices. Especially that Magic 7 seasoning that I got the other day at the Xmas Expo, like 3 videos back. Oh my gosh, that would make you slap your mama. But there is a slap your mama sauce, but no, that's better. Okay, so it's a huge magnet. Huge. And I have a feeling that this is going to hold whatever I want to put in it, but now I'm going to have to do some repair work. Because customs, stop trying to abuse my packages. Customs. So I'm going to have to fix that. I'll have to solder that or glue that or E6000 or something. Now, is it a deal breaker? No, but if I order something, I pay money for it, and I pay money for it, and I want it to get here in one piece, I want it one piece. And every time I fuss to TEMU, they just give me my money back. So I did actually buy a size 13 pair of chest waders for David, and I read the measurements, and they should have fit. But if you know how my husband is shaped, he's all shoulders and all belly. He's a big, burly lumberjack man. and he's got a big belly on him. But the thing is when he cuts wood, you can see the abdominals muscles pop out. And he thumps like a watermelon. He ain't got a jiggly fat on him at all. I don't know how he has that belly. I've been married to him for 21 years, and I know what he eats, and I don't know how he has that belly. I know why I'm fat, but I don't know how he has that belly. But they fit everywhere but the belly. Size 13. Y'all, if anybody needs some size 13 chest waders, and they're actually really good quality, they're better than the Frog Togs I bought them a few years ago for 200 goddamn bucks. Let me know, because if not, I'm going to return them, and I really don't want to have to go to the post office and climb the 17,000 steps, and I mean, as soon as they scan it, they give me my money back, but I figure, heck, if I can sell them to somebody for what I paid for them, it'd be worth it. Hey, the weather's horrible. That snow, it's snowing in Ohio and West Virginia, and it's snowing in North Carolina, and a little bit below. It's funny. It's hitting like Greene County, Tennessee, and the Tri-Cities area. It's snowing in some weird places right now, but it's still like 43 degrees here, and it'll probably rumble and storm because there's storms going through earlier. I don't understand this. Since I'm in Oklahoma, I love snow. Now, I live on the crag of the Cumberland Plateau, which is like an eternal snow globe. So there'll be nothing on the radar, but it'll just be whipping snow. And I'm like, I was born and raised here and moved back after college, and I question my sanity for doing so many, many times. But I was a parole officer for a decade, worked in wilderness boot camps before that, did counseling after that. And there's something about this place. I like Appalachia. I like when I twang. I have the dying dialect. Everybody's like, why don't you sound more professional? I did when I had to prosecute somebody and they recorded me and put me on transcripts. But if I'm home, I'm me, and I have a dying dialect, and I want to speak it. And I still say some of the Irish weird words. Like somebody asked me how Haley was doing. I said, she's fixing to have me 2 little baby bairns. And they were like, baby bears? I said, no, bairns. 2 twins. And so we still say a lot of the weird Irish words. We use a lot of the weird Irish sayings. We still call the cattle like they do it over in Scotland and Ireland. So, you know. Oh, I do, and it is in my favorite video. It is the 8. It is the intelligent motion sensor lights in my. It's in my favorite TEMU product. Why I love TEMU so much. It's in the product list down there, and it is the intelligent one. But they're all really good, but that intelligent one, I love it. It's my buddy. It keeps me from falling because I have a very high bed. Well, thank you. I wasn't ever big because I always halter broke show cattle or shod horses or hiked 10 miles of wilderness boot camp. But then I had a boy throw an axe at me, and life changed. Leg surgeries. Ooh, it was horrible. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Good God, this is the never-ending box. Okay. I told y'all that my husband works at an auto fabrication plant, and that's why I buy cheap rugs, because he kills them with his feet. Even though he swears he doesn't walk beyond the front door. Now, I have proof. So I got, this is exactly like the runner I got the other day. It was the biggest runner they had. And so I just got another one because they're $4 to $7, and $4 to $7 is a lot better than having a domestic. Customs likes to hang on to some stuff, and I'm like, really, Customs? What do you think's hidden there? Really? Because I used to search houses and things too. Really? What do you think's hidden there? Oh, this is cute. This is from my kitchen. It's to counter the lot that I got from Gypsy, and it is a little decorative LED tree. Now, I'm probably going to pull it out of here, and it's going to look like the Charlie Brown tree. I don't have a lot of hope for it. But, you know, let's just cross our fingers and see what happens. Well, we got a good cord, so that's a good start. It's another one of those do-it-yourself things. So if you don't know where I get that from, you need to go watch Hey Everybody. And every time they send her something she has to put together, she's like, do it yourself. And I do feel like sometimes they send me to me that I have to put together. Okay, it's actually got more limbs than I thought. Okay, so far I'm pleasantly surprised. It is a little different than I thought it looked on the package. Maybe I can't tell. Maybe it is wrapped. It's like silver wrapped, but maybe when you get it turned on, you can't tell. Anyway, it looked like I'm gonna make it look like a weeping willow. That was my papa's favorite trees. Holy crap! Okay, so it has a place for batteries, and I'm assuming that is going to be 3 triple A's. My bad, 3 double A's. Or you can plug it into the wall. Or you can plug it into the wall. It does lean. It is a cattywampus, side goggling, and all them other words that you may not know from Appalachia. And this has to stick down here to make the connection to the ports. Why is everything so difficult? Oh, dear God. Now it shows it flush. It shows it plumb. Don't you play with me, son. You go in there. You can tell, when I start to talk like that, you can tell I was a parole officer, huh? Hey! I put it in there. Force. Brute force. By golly, I am the man. Okay, so, I'm going to bend all these down like a little weeping willow because that was my papa's favorite tree. And since we lost Granny this June, and and she lost Papa 44 years prior to that, and she mourned him every day of her life. She pined after that man, I swear. If she was a calf, she'd have been bawling her whole life. But I think about him more and more every day, and I have Granny's, her last quilt. The quilt that at the nursing home actually wrapped her up in before they placed her with the funeral home to bring her up the hill, because we had her down in a different funeral, in a different nursing home. I have the quilt that they wrapped her up because it was her quilt. Mama had made it. She'd had it for the last 10 years of her life. And she would go through it and show where Mama had missed the corners just a hair. Woman cracked me up. She was an excellent seamstress. And Mama got the quilt back. She went up and actually just wanted to check the body because she'd been in the nursing home. Just wanted to make sure, go over and make sure she was okay. And Mama was just like, she had the biggest smile on her face, and that made Mama feel better. And I had a dream that night, and before Mama had ever called me, I told David that I had dreamt her family had rented out an amusement park, and that I saw Granny walking toward the biggest freaking roller coaster, and I was like, yo, Granny, think that might be a little much for you, honey? And she had looked at me and smiled and said, oh no, I've been waiting around this one for a long time, I'm going to love it. And then she started climbing the stairs to the roller coaster. And I told David that because he was like, don't tell me till after breakfast or your dream will come true. And I said, I think it's already come true. Let me just tell you. Okay, the one thing that did plug in easy was that. And then you just put it into a USB. And I'm going to bend it down like a willow, make it look like a willow. I have a light fixation. I love lights. Just go with it, y'all. Just go with it. But I told Mama about my dream, and that she had turned and just smiled so big and said, oh no, I've been waiting to ride this one for a long time, I'm going to love it. And I think that gave Mama some peace. And I wasn't upset that we lost Granny. She was almost 93. She had a long life, good life, but she'd missed her husband for so long because he died of brain cancer when I was 10 months old. And I was happy that they were together. Oh, dear God, I have turned into my mother. Well, let's just admit it. Anyway, I have that quilt, and Mom was like, if you don't want it, you don't have to take it. And I was like, I want it. I was like, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to hang it up with my other ones, like my 5,000 back here. I said, I'm going to use it so that I think of her every day. And I said, so if you don't want it used, don't give it to me. But she said, no, I want it used. But she said, I thought you would want it. And I did. I wanted it. So I have my Granny's quilt. It's the last thing that embraced her in this life. And every morning when I get up and make my bed, I spread it over the foot of my bed. I hang it over the side. And I think about her. And every night when I unmake my bed, I think about her. So I think about her at least twice a day. And when I had COVID last month and I was so sick, I just needed comfort. So I wrapped up in it. And I hadn't slept for like 3 days out because I had 103 temperature. And I wrapped up in it. And I had the best sleep that I'd had in days. I lied. I turned into my mother. I bought not only 1, 2, 3, but then a magnetic hook hanger for my pot holders. Mom, if you're out there, I hope you're proud. Oh, I did not know I did that. Yep. I act like my daddy, but I take a lot after my mama too, apparently. Beautiful country. I don't know. But I'm currently uploading a video to where I went with my husband trapping and setting beaver and raccoon traps this morning, and it's pretty, but it's hard. It's a hard place up here. It's a hard place. You missed which? What is that again? The tree? This is a little willow tree that lights up, and I got it to go under my kitchen cabinets because I'm a light freak. And I don't know why they made it silver. I will probably paint it to make it look like an actual tree. I didn't catch that it was silver, or if I did, I didn't pay enough attention. But I'll probably just paint over it and make it look like a tree. And then you can also turn it on. It's got a touch turn on. It's got a smiley face. I don't know why they couldn't just put a button, but they had to put a smiley face. These Japanese people or Chinese people, whatever, they think they act like children. Just put a button. It don't have to be a smiley face. Your dog doesn't need to wear a diaper. Okay, hang on. I'm getting more of the little stuff out. If I fall off this chair, you feel free to laugh. I will. Till I get back up. Okay, so I got more. Now they had these that are normally like $2.48. They had them on sale for 87 cents. These nail polishes, and they're not the biggest bottles, but here by golly, they last me a long time because I don't paint a whole lot. Base coat, I can read that. They put English. Thank you, Ni hao. Appreciate that. I should color. I don't know. Off. So, oh, that is black. Never mind. I like my black nail polish. I'm a Queen fan. Freddie wore black. I wear black. Also, because my husband doesn't ever wear wedding bands because he has a size 13, 14 finger. And he lost his comfort fit band when he was gutting a deer the first year we was married. And I said, screw that. That thing cost me way too much money. I did get this little one that's got a little tree and deer scene. Boy, you just can't see that. It's got a little tree and deer scene on it. And I figure at least when we go out on date nights or we go somewhere together, he can slip it on his goddamn finger because women eyeball him and he doesn't understand it because he thinks he's just a podunk, weird looking man. But he's a handsome, burly lumberjack. And he doesn't know that trend has come back in style. And bless his heart, when women flirt with him, I think it's funny. I kind of stand there and watch because he's like the buzzard on Bugs Bunny. He would, oh, this is a beautiful, it's almost the color I have on, look, I hate this, the color I have on right now. Oh, that's beautiful. But when women flirt with him, if somebody was actually, if he was to pick up on people flirting with him, and he doesn't half the time, he's just a Boy Scout. He would literally be like the buzzard. Oh God, they made that holographic. And come home and be like, no, 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 no. Okay, this was one called Bean Brown, and I thought that was the ugliest name, but I loved the color. It's kind of like fawn deer without the spots. But he would literally like come tell himself if somebody flirted with him, and if somebody was trying to like flirt and like be like, "Come on," you know, he'd be like, "No, no, 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 no." I love my husband. YouTube is crazy, and I've got bad weather, and I apologize. But it'll be here if you want to see it again. But the video I'm uploading is the important thing if you want to actually see what David does. That's sweet. See, I like to keep stuff like that too. I have my other grandma's gift rags, and I think about it when I use them. Yeah, I'm struggling today too, Gypsy. I wondered how you were doing because I promised David I'd go with him, but I hurt this morning. I hurt bad, and every time he would go over something in that little tracker and hit a bump, and this guy had plowed his field, but he had always plowed it the same way, which had created those deep ruts, and I'm like, idiot. So it was like, da-dunk, 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 and I was like, my God, it hurt me so bad, but I didn't dare tell him that. And normally me and Gypsy, normally it's one of us are sick at a time, but here lately we've both just been sick. Oh, good, you've got one of those too. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that he's in style now. Yes, the gingerbread color. That's what that was. It was a gingerbread color. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. We're down to my canvases, which y'all know. Ow, my finger. I hurt my finger. Ooh, I dropped something on the floor. Hang on. Is that a surprise or is that air? Ouch. That's a surprise. Oh, I got ring sizers because I'm losing so much goddamn weight. All my rings are falling off of me. I refuse to have my wedding bands resized, so I wear fake ones right now. And but even the fake ones are getting too big, so I had to get ring sizers. Y'all know I love the canvases. I have a ton of barnwood, old wood, raw edge wood, hickory, maple, walnut, and I love to. How do they get that in there? I love to put. Somebody really was determined to get you in there. I love to put the canvases because the canvases at TEMU are really good quality. I'm telling you. And I love them. And oh, this one is that bear. Oh, this is the bear with the colors that are just to die for. Oh, and I try to match the edges of the painting or of the barnwood with the painting, and then antique out the rest, and then put hangers and stuff on it. And people really tend to like my artwork that I do, and I think the barn lumber is my artwork. This is somebody else's, and I tell them it's a canvas that I painted around. But I have so many people that love these and get such a kick out of them, and these colors, and people are asking for colors again. The world is maybe starting to brighten up again. I can only hope. I really think if you look at the justice system numbers that, civil assaults and domestics all across the world are up like 67+%. Sorry, retired parole officer, I keep up with these things. And that's something that normally takes a decade to 12 years to do. It takes a lot of changes in society, changes mentally, emotionally within the body of society. And I just want to go, that's not normal. And we all know, keep these things, you can use them as spacers in your crafts. They're great. We all know that our military has gases and stuff they can spray that can create emotions and behaviors in places that they go in so that they don't get harmed. And we all know that they do frequency weapons. So it just makes me wonder, like we had 17 new towers go up in the surrounding 5 counties. Ain't nobody's cell service got any better. Matter of fact, it sucks worse. But we do have about a 34% increase in assaultive behavior here. This is this bear. I've done three of these, and I found a guy that's got a live edge walnut slab, and I went, oh my God, and I'm going to cut the edge of this to match the edge of the walnut slab if I can get it bought because it's going to be a pretty penny. But then I thought, man, that'd be pretty. I think these are so pretty. I like to do like cabin-esque decor. Now my house, just stuff hangs in it until it goes somewhere else. I don't really get to decorate. I don't keep my artwork. I don't like to keep my artwork. I stare at it for a while and then I want it to go somewhere else. But now I do have one wall that's a gallery wall, and I've got like 4 or 5 of Gypsy's paintings on my gallery wall. So I feel quite accomplished because I have an artiste on my gallery wall. I feel special. Okay, so we've only got this one and one more will be done. But it makes me wonder what they're up to. I'm like, what you little turds up to? I'm on to you. So, and as soon as that lady can get unsick, we're going to do that interview because we're chomping at the bit to get it done. But if you want to get an idea of what's going to be talked about in the interview, you can go to the Odyssey platform and go to the Synergy channel, P-S-I-N-E-R-G-Y. Be prepared to have your mind blown. Why do they put tape on canvases? Because sharp objects and canvases don't mix. Why do they do this? I want to look at some people and go, did your mama drop you? Oh, I had a lady request a colorful horse. Well, I think I found it. She wants it on a ginormous slab that she has. And I think I found it. So she's bought earrings and stuff, and she's like, I want you to do a colorful horse. She bought my colorful bear that was walking, the one that was walking through the forest, and she's like, I want you to do a colorful horse. And I was like, okay. Y'all, this last weekend, every time I'd sew a hat, because I would sit there and sew with that Xmas thing, because I was trying to stay warm and focused on not how cold I was. Every time I'd sew a hat and lay it down, somebody would pick it up and buy it. And it wasn't because there weren't 3 other on the table. They would sit there and watch me sew that raccoon, Cody, or beaver hat, and they would want the one that they saw being made. And so I looked at David and I said, well, I'm not going to make these at home anymore. I'm just going to bring them all here and go with you and sew them wherever you go if I'm able to go. But now I will say that I've taught my big burly husband how to sew. So he puts all the pattern pieces together and I just go back, fix the baubles and hem them, which is the harder part. So, but he's doing really good. Like he's sewing. This is a really nice quality canvas. Oh, just the feel of it is amazing. This is another one of these horses. If I find one that I really like, I normally buy a couple of them because I have a couple different ways. This one goes on down. It's much longer. I have normally a couple of ideas of how I want to display them. This reminds me of my black mare, Susie Q-ski that I had when I was a teenager. And I love this one. I had a couple of ideas about how I wanted to paint it and display it. And then I thought, why not want to rock one myself in my bedroom to remind me of my little mare that I had. And so I got me another one because it was like $1.50 cheaper on Black Friday. So I literally have like 30 canvases to work on this winter, but it's okay because I've got so much barn lumber and so much raw lumber, and so I'm good. I've got plenty to do when it's too flipping cold to be out in this crag of a mountain. I know, man, it was pretty. It was pretty. I was just cold, the Grinch, but it was a great time. I had a great time. It was just cold. And so, parents, I did have the message from Santa. I think I saved it on my phone separately as well. So I may just put it up as just a message from Santa separately so that you don't have to watch the whole Christmas video. You can just go to that and remind your child Santa's watching you. And I may just put it up just so that you can go do that and not have to watch the whole thing. But I am currently uploading it, maybe done by now. This morning's ramble with David. I'm learning to use this. Okay, and when I don't have it in tripod mode, it's like a little pistol grip. Watch me get in trouble for saying that on YouTube. And I put my phone here and I video him, and then I'll turn it around if I'm videoing me. But I had some minor issues with the plug into my phone. I don't think I had it plugged all the way in there. I don't think I have been rough enough. Um, so I am going to work with it, and then if it doesn't work, then screw the microphone. I'll just put my phone in there and use the light. The light's awesome. I might also add, the light's freaking awesome. So, but this was a lot easier, and even riding and driving it kind of took a lot of the wobbles out. But it allowed me to hold still and zoom but I will say there were some speaker microphone issues, and there was some wind too. I may have to buy one of. Well, heck, I've got fur. I'll just make a fuzzy thing to go over this. It's not like my husband doesn't trap and tan everything, so I've got how much fur in my whole house. And I need a buffer here just so the wind. But it was definitely a cord connection issue this morning. I just don't think I had that rammed in my headphone area as far as it needed to go. So I'll work on that. But I think the quality of the video, y'all can actually see what David's doing and how he does it. And I think Jens will enjoy that. But it's like 40 minutes long. And it took me all day to edit. And even when I was like standing at my kitchen counter doing my knee ups, I was editing. And my PT guy was like, Elizabeth, pay attention. I'm like, I'm doing the exercise. I'm focused. I'm just multitasking. I used to supervise 547 offenders in the 6-county radius. I can multitask. My body's not working anymore. It's falling apart, so I can't work anymore. I miss work so much. Oh my gosh, so much. I am working on a coyote behavior and aversion techniques and understanding the difference between coyotes and wild dogs in Tennessee for a local paper because we're having a lot of issues with people that are blaming coyotes when it's actually rogue dogs. And it's because Tennessee only has a coyote population of about 38 to 39,000. We keep them in check. They are large. They look more like wolves than coyotes. They are large, but their average size, if you get in most smaller, like metro areas, is like 27 to 35 pounds. But we have them here up to 55 pounds, like big old shepherd dogs. But every Tennessee resident has 1.6 pets, and most of them are unaccounted for. And that's why we have rogue dog issues. And so a lot of the coyotes are getting a bad rap as, oh, they did this, they did that. No, it's the rogue dogs. And coyotes will not do lust kills. They will not take more than they need. They will not decimate a flock of sheep. They will not, they don't really take more than they need. And they live in peace with a lot of other predators, bobcats and fishers, and I mean, everything. They just kind of get along with everything. And dogs do not. So I'm trying to teach a lot of the newcomers, the implants in this area, to not fear the coyotes, but to understand that it's the rogue dogs that have been the problem. It's been the rogue dogs in the last 3 years that have mauled 2 people to death in very rural farm areas in this county. So I'm working on education. I'm working on educating people about the wildlife here. And then people go, "How do you know so much?" Because I grew up in a family that's all we did was hunting and meat processing and raising Walker coon hounds and taxidermy, and it's all we did. And my mama was a teacher, my daddy was a blacksmith and a farrier and a preacher, and we just grew up on the straight and narrow. So I'm trying to educate people because the coyotes are going into their amorous season of love. And they're going to irritate the crap out of a lot of people, and they're going to be a lot more noisy, and it's going to scare more people. And I want to get it published so that people understand they're not becoming more aggressive during that time. They're just actually finding mates, and not to be scared. So I've been working on that. And I think I'm making peace with the weather patterns, and it's getting a little bit easier, but this week has been rough. And I think it's just because I'm coming out of the COVID I had last month and still kind of that's hanging on. But I am doing pretty good. They raised my Monjaro to 7.5 because last month where I was just a lump last month where I was so sick. She was like, "I'm going to bump you up to 7.5. I really think you need the extra help to get a few more pounds off and to get your momentum going." She said, "Because this last month you were just kind of a knot on a log because of the sickness." And I said, "Yeah, that's true." So she bumped me up to 7.5. She's like, "Honestly, it's the healthiest and most like usable dose. It's where most people have their success." So I took it yesterday. It's not had any problems, but I certainly am not hungry. I have had one little protein power square and 1 protein shake today, and I had to choke them down. I am not hungry. But I have drank all my water today, though. So I'm doing good, but it's just November really got me. Really got me. Yeah, it's when it gets snowy. So my friends from the north are like, oh my God, you're so scared of snow. No, I'm not scared of the snow and ice. I'm scared of the mountain I have to slide down every time it's snowy and icy. Because they live on flatland. I'm not a flatlander. There, you can't walk 6 feet without finding a drop off here somewhere. It's horrible. Yeah, Gypsy and I are just about 45 minutes apart. Really, 25 as a crow flies, but 45 as they put the roads around the mountains. And they have some of the best thrift shops. When I come back, so it's my intention to visit her here in a couple of weeks. A week and 2 days. I'm wanting to hit some. I'm wanting to stay for those few days and hit some thrift shops. Now, since I know that the gender of the twins, I want to hit some thrift. I want to go pop some tags. Got $20 in my pocket. I'm going to go thrift shopping. See, we're not that. I mean, we find some really close people. You know, it's nice. Yes, I want to go thrifting. I've got to. I'm going to bring me some cash. I'm going to go thrifting because you have got the best thrift shops up there. Okay, now I've got a huge mess to clean up. But I will say that most of my orders that I do, you think I buy like a ton. I keep all of my orders like between $20 and $40. I never go over $40. Most of them are actually 20 to under 30. I shoot for 20 every time. That's what I shoot for. And if I need something, I'll just do a $10 order and call it. I don't really buy for the games, but I rarely ever go over 20. But this Black Friday order, I did it like, I think all of this was like $36. So I did some shopping on a budget, and I did real good because I got some bougie stuff. But this guy was separate. He just got put in the bag with this order. He was separate, but he was completely paid for with price adjustments. And I needed another one of these, so I'm glad I got him. But everything else was like 36 and some change, and Black Friday shopping. So I did pretty good. I mean, I got a lot. I got a lot of stuff that I needed that I got $1 or $2 off of. So I'm very happy with myself. I do that sometimes, but then I end up liking them, and I know it's something I like, so I just set it aside, and I'm like, I'll need it. Like my firecracker lights, I know I'm always going to need more of those because I will eventually kill the USB port, so I don't mind that. And my crafting stuff, I just put it in my crafting hoard. I know I'll use it eventually, so now I have a big mess to clean up, and now I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. David's going to be late tonight. They had their Christmas dinner, luncheon, and so he's going to work a little over, and I'm just going to crash. It's a windy, nasty night out there. Yep, y'all have a great night. Thanks for joining in and watching, and go and watch my Temu, the videos I made for Temu of the reviews of the products that I've bought. Everything I've bought myself. The only thing that I've not bought will be the pet order when it gets here, and they've asked me to review those pet items. Everything else is what I've bought, what I like, and what I really like purchase again and again over and over and love. I will not lie to y'all. If I don't like something, I tell you don't like something. I'm on the fence about this because it's still great trying to get it together. I'm afraid I'll break it trying to put it on that little knob right there because, you know, I'm a rather buxom woman. I'm afraid I'll smash it trying to get it on the knob. And I really don't want to. Oh, I did it. Okay, now it's going to spin. Okay, I don't feel that bad now. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I think I put it on backwards. Dadgummit, Elvis. Now I'm going to have to pop it off. I think what I'm going to do, though, is just keep doing the reviews and just being honest and buying most of the stuff myself. And then when they ask me, and when I do the reviews, put them, you know, upload them and let them know so they can review them. And then if they want to approve them and put me in the category for a possible free review, So they give you like so much company credit, and they give you products to choose from. And if they want to do that again, I'm cool with that. But that may be, oh, I think I know what I did. Hang on. I'll fix it when I get off here. I'm going to put my 15,000 I have turned in my mother's shelves on the fridge. I'm going to take a picture of the one that's I'm going to have to solder. It's in that back. And everything else, there's not a problem with anything. So that was the only thing and that was most likely Customs. Customs is a booger. I mean, Customs is one of those places that they get a little rough with your packages every once in a while. So I'm not going to blame it on TEMU because it was probably Customs. Everything else is fine, and I'm sure that they'll reimburse me immediately on this. They're sweet, and they put it back up to TEMU credit. No questions asked usually. So I'm pretty confident with everything I bought. I'm going to fix this son of a biscuit here. See, I'll figure it out in a minute. It's just going to take me a minute. It might take me more than 1 minute. I am slow. But go watch my TEMU movies. Like them. Let them know that I do have viewers. Good, Bernadette, what's going on there? And that way I can keep reviewing certain stuff, and that way I can get craft stuff for free, because they do have a lot of crafting reviews that you can do. But I had bought so much crafting stuff, and it was Christmas, and I thought, I'm going to do this for Oscar. And so I completely did that entire haul for Oscar, for my dog. It's just who I am. My dog is 11, and he is my world, and he's my little partner in crime, and he's not been feeling best lately, so I thought maybe having 2 Christmases would perk him up. So leave it to me, but I did that for my dog. Now see, I'll figure this out, but it's irritating me. Zen, I appreciate you joining us from Oklahoma. I do a little bit of everything. Sometimes oh, now it's spinning. Okay. Sometimes I psychobabble. Sometimes I just say stupid crap just because I need to have a stupid day. And sometimes I tackle very important topics, which I'm going to be doing with an interview very soon. You should go to the Odyssey platform and check out the Synergy, PSINERGY channel. Your brain will love you for it. And I'm going to be tackling a very important interview with her soon. And then otherwise, I just try to share my Appalachia life with you. First season, trapping season, when he starts tanning. And then the native crafts that I make for the tribes. See, I can do it. Sounds like we need some WD-40. We need some WD-40 there. I got some Barons that ain't doing so good. But I just like to share my little Appalachian hillbilly life. I sit here for the master's in psychology, but my neuromuscular disorder has basically chained me to my house. And this is my outlet. And I really appreciate you all. We've become a family. And welcome to the family. You're one of us now. And I do Christmas crafts, but we normally have some really good theological discussions. And we have to roll our bridges up sometimes. It gets kind of deep in here. But the next video, I'm drilling these suckers and making my wind chimes. So I've got four of them to make. We're going to be doing those next. I got to get them done. So look forward to that. But everybody go watch the video that uploaded so that you can actually see David and what he goes through in the morning to go and put these traps out and check his sets, and just the longevity of the morning that he has to deal with, and the places he puts his tracker that he should not without a roll cage. I'm going to buy the man like a bubble wrap or something. I don't know. But appreciate you joining in. I'm always smiling unless I'm mad. And then I still grimace. I still look like I'm smiling. Everybody go and have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow. Watch my video. Leave me comments. Tell me if you think what David does is worth the time and effort. And tell me what you think if you watched last year and when we went to the big willow pond. We got the willow pond in here, but it's down 30 foot, and you can see this place is changing so rapidly. Tell me if places like that around your area are changing this rapidly as well. Something's up. Something's up. I'm on to you. Something's up. Tell me if you're seeing changes like this in your area as well. So most of y'all remember the willow pond where David went to the willow. We lost him in the willow thicket, so because he was getting my willow for my dream catchers. You're not going to believe what it looks like now. It's horrendous, but it's not the most entertaining, but it is educational, and you'll see what David does. So go watch it, enjoy it, leave me some feedback, and we'll go back to our fun stuff tomorrow. And I have that and a Christmas tree, a sandwich bag, a Christmas tree. Cost almost nothing to make, that I wanted to show y'all how to make. It's a great hostess gift or teacher gift, something that you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on, just a little bit of time. We'll do that tomorrow as long as I'm moving. Gypsy, I hope you feel better tomorrow. I hope I feel better tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. I'm going to let the dog go pee because he now knows I'm closing out my YouTube, and this has become his thing. So I'm going to take care of Oscar, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night. And if I get my Christmas tree put up, I'll share my weird Christmas tree with y'all. Love you guys. Night. See, here he comes. He knows when I sign off, it's time to go potty. I swear he's too smart. Bye, guys.